Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I kind of wanted to go over what I've done with my daily so far. So I did go over the daily itself before anything was in it, but the more I started playing with this, the more I realized that this is not necessarily a daily. It's an album of stuff that I wanted to say, hey, remember that happened in December, but I'm really bad with staying organized from August to the end of January. So the whole concept of dailies to me is like fantastic, but yeah. So I ended up doing kind of just like an album. So I did want to show that with you guys, or share that with you guys. I hope the camera view is a little bit better. At least this way I can zoom in the editing phase, but I can still be able to show you guys like a good bit. So anyway, this is the album itself, and I haven't done any journaling so far. I've just kind of put stuff in here. So this is my youngest daughter, and she's standing by our Christmas tree here. It looks kind of bare. This is when we first put it up. And yeah, and there's no presents underneath it. It looks a lot different than it does in this picture. It looks different now. But yeah, I definitely wanted to put that up. This was not actually in December. We did this the day after Thanksgiving. So, or we actually did this Thanksgiving night, I think, yeah. So technically it happened in November, but I still wanted to kind of record it. So there's that. And then the second page I left blank initially, or intentionally. It says, wishing you a merry and bright holiday. I just left it blank because it's really pretty and I really like it. The bag has some goodies in there. I've got some gifts in here that I received, and I also have a bookmark that I made several of, and I just wanted to make sure that I kept one for myself, and it's in there. This is actually one of the pictures. So if you're driving out of my neighborhood and you're going into town, you get to see this view. And this probably wasn't the best picture or best time to take it because it was dusk. So it was pretty dark, but just kind of giving you an idea, it's even when there's clouds, it's really cool looking. So I added these extra things to go on top of it. It says Silent Night, Holy Night, all is calm, all is bright. Love, peace, and joy. And on this side, we have Sydney again. And I added some paper here. This was a gift. I love this paper. This was from the Nava family here. So it's wishing you a holly jolly Christmas. I added up, I thought this was cool because I printed this out and then I trimmed the outside like around the plate, and it looks really cool on the paper. So this was just some breakfast that I had made for Cindy and I. We had waffles and bacon, and I put wonderful memories together. And it's really fitting because Sydney and I are together, like just the two of us, all day, every day. And I don't know what I'm going to do with myself when she starts school. I think I'm going to be lonely. And here's Sid again. Oh, I know what this was. So I had taken a picture of her to send to my husband because I'm always sending him pictures. Like, it doesn't really matter where he's at. I always send him just random pictures, and I'm just like, hey, look at this. And she was passed out. So, and that's her Lammy. That's like the cutest thing ever. She's had that thing since she was a little over a year old, and she'll be 5 in January. And so she's had that thing for 4 years now, and she goes to sleep with it every night. And yeah, but her name is Star, and she has another little buddy that looks exactly the same but newer. and her name is Bo. And if you ask her what she wants for Christmas, she wants Santa to bring her 4 or 5 new lammies to be friends with Star and Bo. But they have to be that kind. So, and it's the cutest thing. And so this picture over here, I actually stole this picture off of Missy's Instagram because I completely forgot to take a picture of the goodies that I had sent to Missy for our swap. So, Missy, I hijacked your picture. And it's really cute, and I love the border that she did. She did everything. She did the editing and everything. All I had to do some maneuvering to get it off of Instagram and into like out my printer, because apparently you can't just save a picture off of Instagram. I have no idea, but it was not that simple. It was complicated. But like I said, I forgot to take pictures, and I didn't take a picture of the one that I sent Amanda either. So I'm a big goofball. But anyway, this was the swap that I had sent to Missy over at Do What You Love. And like I said, I haven't done any journaling. I only just kind of put stuff in here together. So this was the swap that Amanda sent me, and I actually used a lot of what she sent me as decoration. So this was like a little tag that she had, and it has made in Pennsylvania, and I thought that was super cute. And I love the stocking here, so I can just write right there. And then I've got the various stickers, and like these stickers here, and the snowflakes, and I even have the little strip of washi. And then I have the picture that I took of the kind of like everything together. This, I don't know if I have a picture up on Instagram of this or not, but I recently made a few sets of greeting cards, just very generic greeting cards. They are kind of like adventure greeting cards, like going on an adventure, road tripping, stuff like that. Anyway, so this is just a picture of one of the sets that I made, and I had made it for my Etsy shop, and so that is one of the things that I added recently. This is actually a combination. So this is a picture of the box that Amanda sent me, but this is the picture of all of the goodies that Miss Tracy Wheeler sent me. And then this is kind of like a thank you, kind of like, hey, this is the stuff that you sent me, and now I'm gonna make it pretty, or I'm gonna use it rather, and it's gonna make my book look pretty, and yeah, all that hoopla. So this little thing, Miss Tracy, if you're watching this, you might recognize that this used to be a lolly. I kind of tore it apart. Well, I took the stick off of it, and that was not as easy as I thought it was gonna be, because that sucker was stuck together so well. But I did end up holding the integrity of everything, and I think that it looks just as good on here as it did on that little stick or straw, or yeah, it was a straw. So yeah, I definitely wanted to use this. And then I used, this sticker was actually on the back of here, and so I just put it here, and then I used snowflakes here. This one's from my paper pad. It says, thinking of you this holiday. And then this is a gift tag, and I just glued the bottom of it. And then this washi here, I really love this washi. It goes really well with all of this paper. It looks really cool. And so this one's actually from the Nava family. This was the picture that they had sent, me. They didn't send me a picture. This is the picture that I took of all the stuff that they sent me. There we go. I used the ribbon, and I used a couple pieces of my own ribbon that I had previously, and I created this little bow here. So I thought that was cool. I also created this kind of banner with the ribbon that they had sent me, and I cut out a die cut from some of the paper that they sent me, and I glued one of the envelopes on top of this little, like underneath the picture and underneath the bow here, and then I put one of the pieces of paper from the note pad, and I put it right there, and the chick's just kind of hanging out. Well, I folded it in half and then I stuck it in there. This one is from Missy. So remember we did a swap earlier and I told you that I stole her picture here. Well, this one I was able to take a picture of because I had all the stuff. Couldn't take a picture of the other one because I didn't have the stuff anymore. But so with this, I did the same thing. I didn't deconstruct the lolly. I actually thought about that after I did this one because I do things in a weird order. I don't actually, and maybe that's why it's so difficult for me to do dailies, because it's really difficult for me to go in chronological order. Like, I don't follow directions very well. I really don't, honestly. Like, if you give me a recipe, I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh, that looks good, and I'll change 1,000 things about it. I might end up somewhere close around to the original dish, but it's likely that it won't be. It'll have the same main ingredient, and it'll have like the same theme, if you will. But yeah, I'm really bad at following directions. So, and that's, I don't know, maybe that's why I just don't do very well with the daily, because I can't go in that chronological order. So anyway, I did this one first, and I don't think you guys can see it, but the stick right here is right here, and it's underneath this picture, and I did cut some of it off so it wouldn't go past the picture, because at the time this wasn't here. So yeah, and then this was that ornament that I was just like raving about in the video, and I fell in love with, so I decided to put it in my daily. Oh, and this is on some parchment paper, by the way. This little flower here is actually some of the foliage that she sent me in the swap. So my battery was dying and I had to turn off the little notification. I don't know if that like did anything or whatnot, but so anyway, this was the foliage from what she had sent me in the swap, which I thought was really cool. And then this little snowflake I added on top of it was from the sticker pack that Miss Tracy sent me. And then I already had these flat back pearls, so I just stuck that on there. And these guys over here were just more things that I created to add to my Etsy, more things that I created to add to my Etsy shop. There we go. So I have a lot of the ornaments up, but I only took pictures of 2. So yeah, and then the Season's Greetings is a sticker that I got from Amanda, and also with this little vintage Santa Claus here, I also got from Amanda. And that's all I have so far. Hopefully, by the time this video is actually going up, I will have the rest of this completed. So yeah, I've got a lot more things to add to it. I just haven't gotten them all printed out yet. So yeah, like I said, hopefully I'll be able to get everything done by the time this is going up. So I'll be able to record it and then, you know, spit it back out at you guys. So yeah, that's it for this video. And I will decorate the front of it. I'm just not really sure what I want to do to it yet. So yeah. So it's just kind of hanging. Oh, one of my things fell off. One of my corners. So see how it's got like this? I'll have to I'll have to get another set to put on there. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.